Thank you. Thank you, DTM, Dr. Abdul Sattar, our Division I Director, for that wonderful and warm welcome. As Dr. Sattar mentioned, yes, breast cancer is the most prevalent cancer in the world. Worldwide, 1 in 8 women and 1 in 5 men suffer from this cancer. It's also the leading cause of cancer deaths, not the normal deaths, leading cause of cancer deaths in women. The incidence of this disease has been increasing exponentially in developing nations like India and China, where historically this cancer was not very common. And every October, institutions, companies, and people worldwide join forces to support a common cause that encourages them to dress up in pink, coining the term Pink October. Around the globe, important buildings are lit up pink, and multiple sporting events turn to the color pink when choosing their dress code. These activities all have one common goal: raising awareness, to raise awareness about the importance of breast cancer prevention. So, helping others, this is the most important thing we do. It's an important thing to think of others who had breast cancer, who is family or friends. It's important to reach out and touch them. It is the kindness and warmth of what we do as humans and as physicians. That is what is important. Someone who has breast cancer not only have to endure the pain of the surgery and the other things, but also the psychological pain and trauma of their entire life. Their entire life will be uprooted and reassuring of who they are and where they are in this world. It happens when they encounter this, when they encounter with the pain of getting diagnosed with breast cancer, or when they are undergoing the treatment of breast cancer. So that is what we are here for, to give the awareness, to be a part of the Pink October, the campaign against breast cancer. So what's the thing that you can do? It is getting a screening done for breast cancer. October, the breast cancer month, the pink month, the breast cancer awareness month. The motto we say: protect the breast, check the chest, get the test, early detection is the best. Control your fate, don't be the 1 in 8. The epidemiology, which means a scientific, systematic, and data-driven study of the distribution of the disease and the determinants of a particular disease. Its most common female cancer is a second common cause of cancer death, main cause of death age between 40 to 59 years of age. And nowadays, the mortality rates, the death rates because of cancer has declined. Early diagnosis, because of better chances of healing, are there with early diagnosis. 1 in 8 women suffer from this cancer. The incidence, the occurrence of frequency rate of the disease. By age, if we see in 100,000 women, 40 to 44, if the age is 40 to 44, 127 women suffer from breast cancer from 1 in 100,000 women. And as the age increases from above 70, it reaches up to 450. By the race, if we say, it's mostly seen in Caucasians, then Asians or the Pacific, then we can see in the Hispanic and the Africans. But the Asians, mostly it is in the middle. The incidence of the breast cancer among the Asians are 74.6 among 100,000 women. This is the anatomy of the breast cancer, anatomy of the breast. You have the breast tissue. In the center, you have the areola and the nipple. And in the armpit, you have the lymph nodes, which do the lymphatic drainage. In a cross section, if you see the breast, the chest wall, which is made up of the ribs and muscles, the breast tissue lay upon it, which it is containing the fat of the breast tissue, the lobes, which contains the lobules, the depths of the breast tissue, which will drain into the areola and the nipple. Abnormal, uncontrollable, continuous replication of the cells eventually will form the tumor. Once the tumor is formed, it causes spread, that is known as metastasis, distant metastasis. Again, if you see in a microscope, this is a normal duct. You can all go back to your biology classes. This is how a normal duct looks like in a microscope. When it starts growing, the abnormal cell starts growing, it shows a growth like here. When it starts uncontrollably growing, it becomes atypical ductal hyperplasia. And when it grows more, it becomes a ductal carcinoma, that means a cancer. And once it becomes invasive, it causes the spread. It becomes malignant, it causes spread. The breast cancer spreads, we say in medicine, LLBB. Mainly it spread to the lungs because breasts stay very close to the lungs and to the liver, and distant metastasis, distant spread to the brain and the bone. Once this stage, we diagnose even in the stage 4, we say with distant spread, the treatment chances, survival chances are very less. So what are the common queries? What are the risk factors for developing breast cancer? What are the symptoms? What are the screening tests can be done? When to start the screening for breast cancer, and what are the treatment options available? As you can see, 90% of the breast cancer, it is due to genetic abnormalities occurring as a part of aging. It is not due to our genetic inheritance, it is due to a part of aging, which is an aging process which occurs during normal life. Only 5 to 10% are genetic mutation related, inherited from mother or father. The risk factors, some of the risk factors can't be changed. Being a woman of advanced age, having a family history of breast or ovarian cancer or genetic mutation, the race, having dense breast tissue, having had breast issues in the past, like breast cancer or a precancerous breast disease, having a radiation therapy for anything, or hormonal factors like early menarche, late menopause, or having a hormonal treatment during menopause. These are the increased risk factors which we can avoid. Some of the myths about risk factors are very interesting because common people usually associate all these things with breast cancer. The using of deodorants, using of tight bras, implants, having an induced abortion, having big size breast, using birth control pills, and undergoing a mammogram. All these things can never cause you breast cancer. Initially, birth control pills, they used to say it has a high risk of causing breast cancer, but now no. Birth control pills and breast cancer doesn't have any association anymore. And these are the risks which we can reduce. The risk factors which depends on a person's lifestyle. Some habits raise the risk of developing breast cancer. Having a sedentary lifestyle or lack of exercise, unhealthy eating habits like consumption of fatty junk foods leading to overweight and obesity, smoking, alcohol are associated with increased chances of developing breast cancer. Nulli gravida status, that means not giving birth to children, and not breastfeeding. The breastfeeding, it is still debatable because women attain the final or terminal differentiation of the breast tissues after childbearing due to suckling effects during breastfeeding. So having a baby at an early age, below the age of 30, and breastfeeding can decrease the risk of breast cancer. And what are the signs and symptoms? Mostly it is asymptomatic. You will not have any signs and symptoms, but it can happen like a pain, a redness, scaliness, itching, skin thickening, the inward nipple, or the discharge from the nipple. These are the signs and symptoms we can find from the breast, but there are other signs which will be totally unrelated to the breast. That is loss of weight and loss of appetite. Again, the signs and symptoms much explained in this diagram. It can be a new lump or a nipple discharge or a skin change. We say puckering of the skin, like orange peel appearance. How the orange look like puckered appearance of the orange. If it appears in and around the areola or the breast, it is you should high time to see your physician. So be breast aware. There are steps to know how to be breast aware. Know your normal, how your normal breast look like. By checking your breast, you get to know your normal breast look and feel. Therefore, you will increase the likelihood of detecting early breast cancer should it develop. Every woman's breast is different. So this is what we have to come to know by knowing your anatomy and knowing your breast. You should know what to look for. You have to look for the size of the breast, the shape, whether the both breasts are same or different in shape. Is there any pain? Is there any lump palpable? How is the nipple? Is there any discharge or are there any skin changes? These are the main things you have to look for. How you will look? You can look in the standing position. Standing position, there are two positions to look for the breast. You have to raise your arms up and then you can get a if you stand in front of the mirror, if you raise your arms up, you can get a feel how your breast look like. Also, if you keep your arms at your hips, you can get a feel of how your breast is like, because that is the position which will give you a clear picture of how your breast look like. Also, when you lie down, keep your arm behind your neck and check your breast with your other hand. Then you can go down the breast, up the breast, and near to your collarbone. Again, you have to check the breast. This is not a self-examination of the breast. You have to check the breast, touch your breast up and down with mild pressure to see if there is any lump. You can go a circular motion, anti-clockwise or clockwise direction. And you can press and see whether any lump is appearing. You have to check both breast, the whole breast, above and below, and the underarms. When to do it? It is advisable to check your breast every month. Menstruating women, after their menstrual bleed, within the first week of your menstrual bleed, you can check your breast. Menopausal women who have finished their menstruation, they can do the first day of every month. Similarly, pregnant women can also do the same every month. You have to check the whole breast, the both breasts. It only take 10 minutes. Talk to your doctor in case you feel anything. Remember that the changes do not mean you have breast cancer. Sometimes we feel a lump in the breast, and 90% of women feeling a lump have benign breast disease. That means non-cancerous breast disease or a cystic change. These are not breast cancer, but still you should consult a doctor if you feel any pain or any lump or any skin changes in your breast. And when should you start screening? From the age of 20 years, 20 to 39 years, you should do breast, BSE means breast self-examination. That is how you get used to your breast, and then only you can understand the changes in the breast. And the health checkup by a clinical examination of the breast by the doctor can be done every 2 to 3 years. Women 40 to 69 years, apart from the breast self-examination, you have to clearly undergo a mammogram. Above 40 years, mammogram is recommended every year in order to screen for the breast cancer, to early diagnose of the breast cancer, so that the treatment of the breast cancer can also be easy. Because mostly, even with breast self-examination or without any symptoms, the chance of breast cancer is very high. Women over 70 years, they have to talk to a doctor because they are always in the high risk category. So the screening of women over 70 is more than that of women over 40. So the goal of screening the test is to detect the breast cancer before it is symptomatic and still curable. And the diagnostics which helps in the in detecting the breast cancer are mammogram, ultrasonogram, biopsy, and also MRI. MRI in selected cases only it is done. But if you have a high risk of breast cancer, you can benefit from the supplemental MRI screening test because MRI is highly sensitive of detecting abnormal breast lesions. Annual, biannual screening of mammogram starting at the age of 40 years, regular breast self-check examination starting at the age of 20 years, and clinical breast examination by a doctor at least every 3 years starting from the age of 20 and every year at the age of 40. These are the recommended steps for early detection of breast cancer. And mammography is the best method for diagnosing breast cancer at a stage where it can be most effectively treated. It can identify breast cancer several years before it can be felt during a physical examination. So what are the treatment modalities? There are different treatment modalities depending on the stage of breast cancer. We stage the breast cancer by 3 terms, TNM. Actually, it is not important for a breast cancer awareness program, but if you have your friends or relatives or anyone of you suffering from breast cancer, you might have heard this term TNM. TNM means tumor node metastasis. Tumor, the size of the tumor, whether the lymph nodes are near or far, and metastasis. Is there any other organ affected by the spread of breast cancer? They term TNM, T1, N1, M1. They can term the breast cancer. So the breast cancer treatment, mainly surgeries, breast conserving surgeries like lumpectomy, lobectomy, or partial mastectomy, or extensive surgeries like total mastectomy, total removal of the breast with lymph node excision, chemotherapy before and after surgery, hormone therapy depending on the biology of the tumor, whether the tumor has certain receptor like estrogen receptor or progesterone receptor. These therapies continues for 5 to 10 years, and palliative therapies in advanced stages of the cancer. In conclusion, we can say breast cancer is a curable disease. Simple approach like regular recommended screening tests can diagnose this cancer at a stage when the corrective measures have very promising results. Would like to emphasize that the essence of a womanhood is being a caregiver, but at the same time, we should empower ourselves with a tool of self-care as well. Don't ignore your health. Every year, the month of October is celebrated as the Breast Cancer Awareness Month. There are many health cancer awareness campaigns conducted worldwide during this month. Make use of this opportunity to meet a physician and get a screening done. Be aware about the changes in your body and meet your physicians if help is required. No woman have to rely on luck. Thanks to the technology, innovation in breast cancer detection and treatment, which continues to move forward with better detection today than ever before possible. Early detection of breast cancer plays an important role in saving lives. So 3D mammography sees your breast tissue layer by layer in finer details, and no breast cancer can hide. Do it for yourself and your loved ones. Schedule your doctor visit and get a mammogram done if you're above 40. And you can get a mammogram done even if you're below 40 if you fall into a high risk category where your family, near family, has a history of breast cancer. Thank you. I owe my gratitude to Dr. Annette El-Hamadi. She's a consultant and a general surgeon and a breast surgeon in Dubai City Hospital, Dubai Healthcare City. And to my friend, Dr. Anu Meha, she's a gynecologist at Al Noor Polyclinic. Thank you.